Hi, this is Delia from Delia Creates, and today we're going to make a double crochet beret. You need a J or 6mm hook and about 115 yards of worsted weight yarn. To start, pull out a longer than usual tail, at least 12 to 15 inches long, and begin to tie a slip knot, but don't pull it tight. Keep it open and insert your hook in the loop at the top, then chain 2 in that loop, which will count as 1 double crochet stitch. Work 9 double crochet stitches into what is called a magic ring or the open slip knot for a total of 10 stitches. Then pull on the tail to cinch the ring closed and voila! You have a little circle which counts as your first round. Slip stitch to the top of the chain 2 from the beginning to close off your circle. For round 2, chain 2, which that chain 2 will always count as 1 double crochet stitch, then work a double crochet at the base of the chain 2. You're going to work 2 double crochet stitches in the next stitch and continue this for all the stitches in the round, effectively doubling the total stitch count to 20. Slip stitch to the top of the chain 2 to finish the round. For round 3, chain 2, then work 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Continue this pattern of working 1 singular or regular double crochet and 2 double crochet in the next stitch for the rest of the round. Then at the end you're going to slip stitch to close the round just like you will do with every round. I'm not going to mention that anymore. Your total stitch count will now be 30. For round 4, chain 2, then work 1 double crochet and then work 2 double crochet together in the next. The pattern will be 2 regular double crochet and 2 double crochet in the next for a total of 40 stitches in the round. And now for round 5, you're going to chain 2 and then work 2 regular double crochet stitches. Remember that chain 2 counts as 1 stitch, so that's a total of 3 double crochet stitches, and then work 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Continue this pattern of working 3 regular double crochet to 2 double crochet in the same stitch for the rest of the round. The total stitch count is now 50. Even with keeping your tension loose, you may notice your circle starting to curl up a bit. Take a second to press it flat before starting your next round. Round 6, chain 2 and work 3 regular double crochet stitches and then work 2 double crochet in the next stitch. Repeat this pattern of working 4 regular double crochet stitches and then 2 double crochet in the next for the entire round. As you can see, we are just increasing the number of regular double crochet stitches in between the increasing stitches, and each round increases by 10. The total stitch count is now 60. Round 7, chain 2, then work 4 regular double crochet stitches and work 2 double crochets in the next. Continue the pattern of working 5 regular double crochet and 2 in the next stitch for the round. Total stitch count is now 70. And here we go again, round 8, chain 2, work 5 regular double crochet and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch. The pattern is now 6 regular double crochet and 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Complete the round for a total of 80 stitches. We only have one more increasing round. For round 9, chain 2, then work 6 regular double crochet stitches and then 2 double crochets in the next. Repeat that pattern of 7 regular double crochet stitches and then 2 double crochets in the next stitch for the round. The total stitch count will now be 90. And now we're done increasing. For round 10, we're going to chain 2 and work 1 double crochet in each stitch. Really easy. Stitch count will stay at 90. After this round, you will see the edges start to curl up. Flip the hat over and start to work from the outside. In round 11, we begin decreasing. Chain 2 and work 6 regular double crochets for a total of 7 double crochets, just like you did in the last increasing round. Instead of working 2 double crochet in the next stitch, however, you will combine 2 stitches into 1. To decrease, yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through so that you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, then stop and move to the next stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through so that you have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the last 3 loops. this is a decreasing stitch. Okay, let's do it again, but a little closer up. I've already worked 7 regular double crochet stitches, and now I'm going to work another decreasing double crochet. Start like you are going to work a regular double crochet, but stop after you yarned over and pulled through the first 2 loops. Then start a double crochet in the next stitch, which gives you 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, then yarn over and pull through the last 3 loops. See the inverted V shape this creates? Continue the pattern of working 7 regular double crochet and 1 decreasing double crochet for the rest of the round. Total stitch count is now 80. For round 12, chain 2 and work 5 regular double crochet stitches. Then work a decreasing double crochet stitch. Continue this pattern of working 6 regular double crochet and 1 decreasing double crochet for a total of 70 stitches in the round. As you can see, this mirrors what we were doing with the increasing rounds, but we're working backwards. Round 13, chain 2, work 4 regular double crochet, and then work a decreasing double crochet. Repeat 5 regular double crochet and 1 decreasing double crochet for the rest of the round. The total stitch count is 60. Round 14, chain 2, and work 3 regular double crochet, and then work 1 decreasing double crochet. Continue the pattern of 4 to 1. The total stitch count is 50. Round 15 is the last decreasing round. Chain 2, work 2 regular double crochet stitches and 1 decreasing double crochet. The pattern is 3 regular double crochet to 1 decreasing double crochet for the round. The stitch count is 40. And for round 16, which is the last round, yay! Simply chain 2 and then work 1 double crochet in each stitch. The stitch count stays at 40. The opening is going to look small, but I promise that it will stretch open and fit. Tie off the end and weave it in. I like to weave it in until I almost get to the end, and then I pull it tight before I trim it. The yarn will retreat or kind of snap back into the stitches. As for the tail from the beginning, that will become the little loop on the top of our beret. Using a smaller hook, mine is 4.5 millimeters, but it doesn't really matter, just a smaller one's easier to use. Pull it to the inside of the hat, pull the tail inside the hat, and then insert your hook into a couple of the middle stitches and pull the tail up like a loop. Then you're going to chain about 7 to 8 chains, just long enough for it to be able to fold over and create that loop. Then you're going to tie it off and pull the loop through to the top of the hat. I thought I had recorded this part, but unfortunately I hadn't. So after the chain loop is pulled to the top, the rest of the tail underneath gets woven into the inside to secure it. And that's all there is to it. For more tutorials and free patterns, visit deliacreates.com.